I had a very good piece of luck because it turns out that at the time I had just begun teaching at Amherst College in Massachusetts. Had been there about 5 years, and we had neighbors who were actually living in the same house, or subdivided house with us. Jim Marinus, who turned it out to be the librettist for the piece. Jim was in the Spanish department there at Amherst, and in fact, Calderón was his major interest, and had done a major book on Calderón, which featured La Vida es Sueño in a very prominent way. And so the day after Herta had given me this play, and I got so enthusiastic about it that night, the next morning I went over and knocked on his door. He said, you're not going to believe what just fell on my lap. And he said, La Vida es Sueño, and then started quoting lines from it. And said, yes. And at the time, I wasn't thinking necessarily of having Jim be the librettist. I just wanted to bounce things off of him, talk about my response to it, and just to begin a conversation about it. And we did that over the course of a week or so, and it was clear after that week that he was the guy to write this libretto. One thing that Jim and I decided very early on and one thing that troubles me about a lot of recent librettos, libretti, is that they lack poetry, and poetry is the gunpowder for a composer. I mean, as far as it's not just plot or character, but the poetry is, for me at least, is what generates the music.
So it's not surprising that this play was so compelling to you,
right?
Because every single word off of it is poetic.
Exactly, in the same way that Shakespeare is. Right? Yeah.